This is probably one of the oldest shubuhat or suspicions, if not the very first suspicion that was spread about the Quran to try to prove its inconsistency. The Prophet, peace be upon him, himself was actually asked about this very issue, and he gave a clear answer. Funnily enough, this doubt or suspicion is still being spread around till this very day. So what is it? Well, in Surah Maryam, Allah tells us what the people of Maryam said to her when she came carrying the miracle child with no father, Iesa alayhi salam, and they called her Ya ukhta Haroon. So Maryam, who gave birth to Prophet Iesa, was called by her people the sister of Haroon. Naturally, and as almost everyone knows, Haroon was the name of the brother of Musa, Prophet Haroon, who actually came before Iesa by at least 1,000 years. So how is it possible? Is this really a historical inaccuracy in the Quran, as they claimed? And not surprisingly, it is not an inconsistency, of course. The Sahabi Al-Mughira ibn Utbah came to the Prophet, peace be upon him, with the exact same question, which the Sahabi couldn't answer himself when the Christians of Najran asked him the same question. And so he came back to the Prophet, peace be upon him, to get the answer, to which the Prophet, peace be upon him, simply said, "Why didn't you tell them that the children of Israel named their people after the prophets and the pious?" Indicating that Maryam did indeed have a brother called Haroon, but not the same Haroon who was the brother of Musa. This is a definite fact about Maryam, as the Prophet, peace be upon him, told in his hadith in Sahih Muslim. But then another question arises, which is, what is then the wisdom behind mentioning this particular name in this particular ayah specifically? Well, the interpreters of the Quran provided a clear answer for that. First, Maryam was indeed from the lineage of Haroon, the brother of Musa, and so calling her the sister of Haroon is both reminding her of being the sister of a pious man, but also of being from the lineage of a prophet, Haroon, the brother of Musa. And this is the style of the Quran and Arabic in general when referring to a relative. Like what we observe in Surah Al-Ahqaf, وَاذْكُرْ أَخَا عَادٍ إِذْ أَنذَرَ قَوْمَهُ بِالْأَحْقَافِ. Here the word أخا means brother, but prophethood was not really an actual brother to the entire tribe of Ad, but they were related. Similarly, وَعَادٌ وَفِرْعَوْنُ وَإِخْوَانُ لُوطٍ. The same concept, they were called إِخْوَانُ لُوطٍ, the brothers of Lut, because they were relatives, not because they were direct brothers. And so, أخت Haroon carries the same meaning as well, being the actual sister of a Haroon, as told by the Prophet, peace be upon him, but also a relative to Haroon, the Prophet, and from his lineage. So mentioning Haroon both as brother and as relative was relevant to be mentioned here in this context to remind her of her good family, because according to them, she did something wrong, and so it was relevant to be reminded and mentioned in this position. And this is simply the magnificence of the Quran, the layers upon layers of meanings and indications which all miraculously line up to form a complete picture. Thanks for watching. If you want to start learning the Tajweed, then start with this playlist. And also, don't forget to check my latest book about Tajweed and download the companion app. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.